2 of Wisconsin football. Week 1 of Minnesota will start in Wisconsin tonight. Kicking off our coverage with Sparta traveling to Westby. Now we're scoreless in the first quarter. Sparta's Nick Kent getting the handoff, and he gets going into the secondary and right into the end zone. 49 yards for the score. Spartans up 7-0. A few minutes later, Spartans with the ball again. This time a 55-yard pitch and catch. Cole Wisniewski hits Corbin Hauser in stride. Hauser to the promised land. Sparta's up 14. To the second quarter we go. Westby looking to rally. Noah Benish getting the pitch. Met by a defender at the goal line, but he's not denied. Norseman on the board. Still trailing by 7. Sparta on offense now. Wisniewski can't find a receiver downfield, so he just does it himself. 14 yards on the scramble. The NDSU commit coming up big as the Spartans extend their lead. And they go on to come away with this one 35-25.
All right, Tomah visiting BRF tonight. We'll start off with Tomah. Nathan Spears. He'll get the handoff, and he takes it through the middle. They'll try to stop him, but he keeps barreling forward for a nice 27-yard pickup. Shortly after, a runner in motion. Justin Gerke drops back to pass, and he's going to let it fly. And off the deflection, that's going to lead to an interception for Chase Yeager, and that's not all. He'll turn on and get some yards out of the play as well. Now back for the Black River offense. Pass up the middle by Mike Ruin. He'll take some contact and somehow spin himself away to double up on the yardage, but Tomah gets the win tonight, 48-14. Some more MVC scores to get for you. Logan defeats Eau Claire North by 6. Onalaska 2-0 on the season. They get past River Falls by 7.
All right, we'll make a 40-mile trip east to Cashton, where the Eagles trying to improve to 2-0 themselves.
And Luther looking to avoid an 0-2 start after a 14-point loss to Blair Taylor last week.
Yeah, all right, the night started fast early. Start things off in the first. Luther driving, and the senior Brandon Statler on the end around. He had a kick return touchdown last week. Here he scampers 35 yards to the end zone. The extra point puts the Knights up 7. But Cashton coming right back. Alec Wall, little improvisation like Aaron Rodgers. How about a sidearm throw connecting to Austin Shaldock, and he does the rest. 79 yards on the play, and the two-pointer puts the Eagles on top by 1.
Look at that speed.
I know, it's fantastic. Luther pulls away in the second. It's Eric Rodgers here, punching it in from a yard out to take the lead. And then after an Eagle interception, Christian Wilm will take it himself for the 1-yard score. Luther up 21-8 at the half. The Knights get shut out in the second half, but 21's all they needed as they get the dub 21-14. Non-conference rivalry in Whitehall tonight as the host Arcadia comes to town. Raiders waste no time getting on the board on 3rd and long. Quarterback Chase Patzner keeping it himself, gets the angle and dives for the pylon, and he's in. Arcadia up 6-0. After a Whitehall turnover, it's Nolan Meyerowitz going up the gut and in from 8 out. It's 14-0 Raiders.
What a name.
I know, I think I got it right. Defense takes it over for Arcadia. The Norse put it on the ground, and it's Michael Schweistal picking it up for the scoop and score to put him up 3 scores, and they weren't done. This time it's Gavin Parr coming up with the interception, and he'll go untouched into the end zone. All Arcadia as they win 54-12.
That's a good bounce-back win.
For
Blair
sure.
Taylor at home tonight hosting Auburndale. Cooper Weinfurter was a one-man wrecking crew tonight for the Apex. He's going to escape and make something out of nothing here to score the touchdown. Auburndale up 35-8. A few minutes later, he's back to return the punt. And he breaks free down the sideline and scores on a special teams touchdown. Absolutely, the Apex now up 42-8, and he'd also make some noise on defense. Wildcats attempt a shot to the end zone right before the half, and there's number 15 again as he comes up with the interception to end the half. Second half, Blair Taylor looking for some momentum. Kyle Stein puts his head down and comes up with a big tackle on 3rd down to get their defense off the field, but Auburndale takes care of business on the road with a 52-14 win.
All right, Hillsboro traveling to Melrose Mindoro. Both schools looking for their first win of the season in the first quarter. Melman down early. Seth Peterson taking the handoff and puts the Mustangs on the board. Extra point would be no good. Mustangs trail 8-6. On the ensuing kickoff, it's Ray Moore of the Tigers deep on his end of the field, but that doesn't bother him. Takes off untouched for most of this run at least, all the way to the end zone. Hillsboro up 16-6. Melman responds. Mustangs taking advantage of a short field, and Eli Miller goes 11 yards, diving for the last bit into the end zone. Home team misses the extra point. Melman only down 4. Hillsboro turns the ball over, giving the Mustangs another short field, and out of the backfield, Peterson again He follows his blockers right into the end zone to put Melman in the lead, and they would not let up. Mustangs get the win, 41-16.
We'll move on to Kickapoo Lafarge taking on the Bulldogs of Ithaca. Only a few minutes into the game before Ithaca strikes. It's going to be fullback Jed Scallon taking the handoff and finding a hole, and he'll take it all the way to the house. It's 6-0 Bulldogs. We'll move on to action in the second quarter. Scallon is going to take another handoff and break through a couple of arm tackles before being taken down at the 1-yard line. Bulldogs would score on the next play to make it 18-0. With just under 2 minutes left in the half, the Bulldogs' Genoa Marowick makes it through the line and punches this ball out because Jed Scallon is there for the recovery. The Bulldogs would take advantage of the turnover. It's John Honer powering in from a yard out. Ithaca takes a 30-8 lead to go into the half. Ithaca goes on to win 44-14.
And an 8-man ball. Alma Center Lincoln facing Mercer Butternut. Starting off for Alma Center Lincoln, pitch to Justin Rokamp. He'll cut through and find space near the sideline, turns upfield and goes 35 yards for the touchdown run. Now off the kickoff, a little onside action. This one gonna bounce over the defense, and Lincoln's Jake Ross is gonna be there for the recovery. Now this won't take long. It's Justin Rokamp again, this time receiving. He's gonna shake the defender here and take the same path to the end zone. Hornets go on to win 60-26.